And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced the launch of Operation Lion's Roar, a joint U.S.-Israeli military campaign targeting Iranian Revolutionary Guard and missile facilities. In a televised address on Saturday, Netanyahu said the operation aims to neutralize Iran's nuclear and missile threat while creating conditions for the Iranian people to take their fate into their own hands.
My brothers and sisters, citizens of Israel. A short while ago, Israel and the United States embarked on a joint campaign, Operation Lion's Roar. The objective of the operation is to put an end to the threat from the Ayatollah regime in Iran. At this hour, the IDF is attacking targets of the oppressive regime. These include Revolutionary Guards facilities and the basage, and together with the U.S. military, ballistic missile sites that threaten both Israel and U.S. forces. This operation will continue for as long as is necessary. For 47 years, the evil regime in Iran has called out, "Death to Israel, death to America." It has trampled its own citizens. It has cast terror upon the peoples of the region. It has spread a tangled web of terror throughout the entire world. It has invested immense resources to develop nuclear bombs and tens of thousands of missiles intended, as they defined it, to wipe Israel off the map. It has also armed its terror proxies around us, in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, Judea and Samaria, and it has spilt our blood. But if anyone needed further proof of the murderous nature of the Ayatollah regime, they received it last month, for we all saw how this regime of horrors in Tehran committed an unprecedented mass massacre of Iranian citizens themselves. It murdered thousands of children, adults, and the elderly in cold blood. Tens of thousands were imprisoned, tortured, and humiliated. And why? Just because they sought a life of freedom and dignity for themselves. In the War of Revival, and in a massive operation by the father of our heroic soldiers, we struck the Ayatollah regime and its proxies a crushing blow. But the wounded beast of prey did not cease its attempts to rehabilitate itself. For that same purpose, to destroy us. In recent months, the tyrants in Iran have been plotting to rebuild their nuclear and missile capabilities and to bury them underground, where we will not be able to hit them. If we do not stop them now, they will become immune, and to that end, their representatives in the negotiations are trying to buy time in futile and deceitful negotiations with our American friends. But the tyrants in Iran made a bitter mistake, because the United States is not buying their lies, and us. We will not sit idly by while the shadow of annihilation hovers over us, and that is why we have now launched Operation Lion's Roar. An action that is much more powerful than Operation Lion's Den, which itself was very powerful. We are doing this in full coordination with our friends in the United States, under the courageous leadership of President Trump. Together with the United States, we will strike a severe blow to the terrorist regime. We will create conditions that will allow the brave Iranian people to cast off the yoke of this murderous regime. During Operation Lion's Den, I was asked many times whether toppling the regime was the objective of the operation. In addition to removing the nuclear and missile threat, I replied that this was not the objective, but it could certainly be the result. And indeed, that is exactly what began to happen when millions of Iranians took to the streets. And now they are being allowed to take their destiny into their own hands. Citizens of Israel, just as in Lion's Den, so too in Lion's Roar, we will all require patience and mental fortitude, because there will be costs, and perhaps high costs.
ועכשיו ניתנת להם ההזדמנות